Okay. Hello, everybody. Very happy to be here and present one of our projects. The title is called Imagine a Future Where AI Balance Our Ecosystem. And generally, we create interactive projects which are constantly changing time. And we do that since many years, and it's very fascinating. I mean, I come from more traditional, I did photography and drawings, paintings, and so on. And then I start video, and then I start into interaction. And finally, when you come to this stage of doing projects we constantly change and involve and are interactive, then you kind of locked in this environment. You cannot do something else, I feel, because it's so exciting. Even producing works which always change have a special, very special potential in my opinion. I often work in collaboration. The project we show at Kim, it's a collaboration between Sherwin Serami and me. He's a sound artist. He created all the sound. And in this 15 or 10 minutes presentation, I will first give a short introduction about the project. Then I show the real work. It's a mobile application. And then we show about the 5-minute video, which could be shortened. So yes, let's start. So we are interested in the concept, what would happen if an AI would control our ecosystem? If an AI would have the power to have a symbiotic relationship with an ecosystem, what kind of results would it produce? And how could it look and sound like? For that, we created the mobile app, Speculative Evolution. I will show it in a minute. And this mobile app, it's, as I said, it's exhibited also at the Kim, and it can be downloaded on Google Play for free. The concept about the project is through the fleeting prediction of species extinction and global warnings, scientists and farmers are increasingly relying on technologies such as genetic engineering, synthetic biology, and machine learning. Speculative evolution imagines an ecosystem in about 30 or 50 years from now, where artificial intelligence, also AI and biotechnology, working together to create and optimize species to withstand the increasingly hostile environment. From the perspective of an AI simulator, the audience are invited to create new species like fungi, animals, robots, and animals, fly with those engineered species and absorb the changing ecosystem. Speculative evolution responds to the trend of technology-assisted solution making by constructing narratives on an uncomputable system under extreme control. What do we optimize and what are we ignoring as a result? The project aims to inspect our tendency to simplify complex ecosystems by treating nature as a system that can be fixed. So now I will show you the mobile app. It's really a technological challenge because we also stream this on Zoom, and there is an issue with the sound, which will probably not be hearable. But the video will play from the other computer, that then there will be sound. But this is the mobile app where we use mainly for exhibitions. So in the exhibition space, the mobile app hangs from the ceiling, and the user can navigate, interact with the phone. And yes, the advantage is when you have a screen, which we often show it like this, then other audience can also see what the people who has the phone doing it. And also often we use extra screens to show informations which are, for example, when you see a snake, then you have extra information about snakes and so on. So in this mobile app, so you can it's a 360 application where it's possible to navigate, and it's possible to create new spaces, like I said. For example, we could choose an ant and say, sorry, that was the wrong button. And say, let's create a new ant version. Or we also can say, okay, I have an ant and let's add some tomato DNA. And then it would make a new species, something between an ant and a tomato. And then it will be in the environment. It's really speculative, as you know, but I really think we are heading to this direction. And you can see statistics. So it's a kind of this simulation. It always says how many animals are in my mobile app active, how many died since I started, how many have been clicked, and so on. There are lots of statistics, and it tries in a very, very simple way to find a balance. But it's not scientific. It's really more, made in the code to make kind of predictions. And I like to show, for example, how they look like. For example, this one is a species which is created. So this, for example, is a combination of a honeybee and an ant. And then it gives, for example, this kind of image. It's AI created. When you create one, it uploads to the server, makes a new image, and downloads to the mobile app. And also here, you see all spaces which the user have done so far. And when you scroll down further, you see some scientific information. So each of those starting spaces, there are 74, have a research paper as a background, and they are all already kind of bioengineered, mostly in research institutes. For example, honeybees is a good example. There is the bee disease. It's actually mainly because pesticides, they don't find home. And now scientists, they try to optimize the navigation system using gene modification. And in our application, so the bees have kind of 3D printed heads showing for kind of a symbol for a better navigation system. So each species have kind of a background story. Okay, so then I think we can start the video. And this video will show, it's a kind of a teaser about this mobile app, but explains it probably better than I do, where we could end up in a very speculative way in an extreme situation.
Hi AI agents. Imagine a future where AI balances our ecosystem. Imagine a future where technologies like robotics, 3D printing, CRISPR, and genetic engineering are used to modify species for a higher chance of survival. In this environment, machines and nature interact and co-evolve. Living and non-living nature coexist. A place that you can design and co-create. AI agents. Based on scientific publications, you can create new variations of animals, fungi, plants, and robots. You are invited to balance this ecosystem in order to improve its biodiversity and sustainability, to optimize its health and its resilience. And AI agents learn and adapt from your past experiences and improve continuously over time. This will lead to enhanced future actions, healthier outcomes, and a more resistant ecosystem. Based on rapidly growing scientific publications on synthetic biology, genetic engineering, and robotics, imagine how species could be further developed and optimized. For example, bees which lose the sense of orientation due to pesticides have been genetically engineered for disease resistance as a laboratory research 2020 by Leonard et al. Imagine genetic engineering super honeybees with additional 3D printed parts to repair their lost navigational abilities, engineered for a higher change of survival. AI agents. Imagine a future where the laboratory research of remote-controlled flying beetles by Sato et al. 2015 are genetically modified and equipped with lightweight solar cells, trained for uniform seed distribution to balance our ecosystem. For controlling olive fruit flies, Shelley et al. Published a study on the use of the genetics-enhanced sterile insect technique in 2014. Imagine a future where genetically engineered olive fruit flies have glowing colors to attract predators as an environmentally friendly insect pest control method. To control the mosquito-borne diseases yellow fever, dengue, chikungunya, and Zika fevers, a strain of transgenically modified Aedes aegypti mosquitoes containing a dominant lethal gene has been developed by a commercial company, Oxitec Ltd., 2020. Imagine genetically modified mosquitoes are equipped with a lethal poison capsule designed to eradicate undesirable species. High AI agents. Remotely controlled cockroaches are the result of laboratory research conducted by Keiki et al. In 2022. Imagine that cockroach swarms are optimized for long-distance flights and equipped with advanced surveillance systems to monitor and improve the ecosystem. Imagine a future where laboratory research on horizontal gene transfer, using the CRISPR-Cas9 guided gene knockout approach on leaf beetles, conducted by Kirsch et al. 2022, is used to optimize their color, making them easier to find by predators that fight against extinction. Scientists are investigating whether the remarkable survival skills of tardigrades could be used to slow down the aging process and improve storage technologies for human cells. Inserting a tardigrade gene into a human embryonic stem could lead to super tough soldiers who could survive nuclear fallout, reported by researchers from the Academy of Military Sciences in Beijing, 2023. Bringing into focus the complexities of spider silk and venom, researchers have sequenced the full genome of multiple spiders, Science reports 2017. Imagine a future in which highly toxic spiders are genetically modified to eliminate pest populations that cause environmental damage. High AI agents. Be inspired by the research of robotic dragonfly powered by dielectric elastomer actuators by Chen et al., 2022. Imagine genetically engineered, biohybrid, robotic fly swarms that continuously collect relevant information about various aspects of the ecosystem, equipped with sensors for temperature, air quality, pest presence, and resource availability. Based on this transmitted, processed, and evaluated data, actions are taken to balance and improve the ecosystem. At James Cook University, scientists genetically modify intestinal worms to protect U.S. military personnel from bioweapons